Bengals rookie, first round draft pick, Shemar Stewart says, hey, I'll be at minicamp. I'll be watching though. No participation today, citing the reason being, hey, well, in his little interview afterwards saying, hey, I haven't signed those papers yet. You know, I'd like to be playing. I'd like to not have to watch the guys in silence, but I haven't signed those papers yet. Those papers, obviously, he's referring to would be his rookie contract. And now here's the thing. I understand. It's May 9th. It is May 9th. We are looking for things to talk about. Some things get blown out of proportion. And this will probably be one of those. First of all, as far as the contract signings being concerned, I care less. Doesn't matter. I think Joe Burrow was at end of July. Pretty standard practice, actually, that these guys don't sign right away with a lot of organizations. If you go down the list right now, according to CBS Sports, you know you're talking about a good chunk of the league, maybe half the league that does not have their rookie first round draft picks under contract with their signings yet. Just typical practice. They work like the structures, the guarantees, whatever. All the money's already guaranteed. You're gonna play for this football team. At the end of the day, Shemar Stewart is going to be a Bengal for the next 4, maybe 5 years. That's complete protocol, complete expectations. Not a reason to panic, not a reason to worry. That's just what happens. What I worry about and what I have a problem with is, let's take Jalen Walker, for example. Pretty solid football player. Would have loved him in a Bengals uniform. Was participating in Atlanta Falcons rookie mini camp today. We'll see more names as they come across. We get more reports. Just a prime example. He's not under contract. He has not signed his deal. Want to keep it in-house? Amarius Mims did not sign his rookie contract before minicamp. Participated. Jermaine Burton. Oh, Jermaine Burton. We know all about the great and powerful. Character riddled. Can't show up to practice during regular season because he's out partying the night before. Jermaine Burton didn't sign his rookie deal. Signed it a few days later. Until after rookie minicamp. Guess who was there participating and practicing? Yes, sir. That is my problem. The problem is, as a rookie, you know you're playing for this football team. And as a rookie, you know you have to learn. You know you have to grow. You know every single rep, every single snap means everything. Shemar Stewart comes onto this football team under a lot of adversity from this fan base, a lot of question, knowing this team needs a pass rusher, needs somebody dominant. They know this man has all the athleticism, all the abilities in the world. If he puts the work on the field together, he can be absolutely great. But you know what is one scary thing about that, and we may all know it. We may all have one person you could probably look back to and reflect on and say, that man was gifted. All the athletic abilities in the world, or all the academic abilities in the world, was absolutely gifted. The problem was that created laziness. Because, again, they was gifted. They didn't have to work as hard as the other person. The thing that was great about Joe Burrow is he's not gifted athletically. I mean, obviously he's a professional athlete, but we knew going into it, we knew coming out of Ohio State, going to LSU, this man had to grind, work, study, to become the football player he is today. You know, Tom Brady was the same story. But then you get players, you get people that have all the athletic ability in the world that teams take chances on because of their athletic ability, and they get away with more. They get away with cutting corners. And to me, missing camp, not participating, is saying, hey, I'm looking for a way to take a day off. Here's an excuse. You don't have my contract signed yet. I don't want to participate. That's an excuse. You call it what it is. The great players want to be there day in and day out to be great. The bad players look for an excuse. You're a rookie. You're not coming off a rookie contract. You're not Jamar Chase. You haven't been in this league looking like an all-pro year in and year out. You haven't proved anything. As a rookie, you already have it doesn't matter what you do. You can't, there's nothing to do besides contract structure. There's no point in it. There's no point. There really isn't. I get the structure. I think that you're going to get 4 years. Honestly, the best thing you can do as a football player right now is probably defer as much as possible, because you're 21, you're 22, and you're going to do something stupid with that money. Let them do you a favor and give it to you later. Obviously, I don't know your situation, but I'm sure $500K out the bat's going to be, you're going to be okay. do them a favor. You know, at the end of the day, you're doing a player a favor. Because they don't, the odds are they're probably not financially responsible. It's just what it is. You know, we've all been 22. Anyway, but that's the thing. To me, you're looking for an excuse. You're looking for a reason not to play. You're looking for a reason not to participate. And as long as, again, I get it. I get it if you're holding out because you got a new deal. You don't want to get hurt. The NFL has waivers in. So it protects the rookies. If they don't sign their contract by minicamp, they are protected. They're still going to get that money. Nothing's going to happen. You're still going to be on this football team. That money's already slotted in. All it is, again, it's the way it's structured. You're already guaranteed the money you're guaranteed. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good when you go into a press conference and interview afterwards and just kind of laugh a little bit and say, well, I haven't signed those papers. Something about that. If you've watched in the past, I'm trying to be the biggest Shemar Stewart supporter there was. You want guys like that. And this guy's going to be on our football team. But stuff like this, you know, I hope it's a wake-up call for him. As much as it is for, you know, the Bengals front office. Like, you got to seek this stuff out right off the bat. Because, again, to me, it's a mindset. You want grinders. You want hustlers. You want these guys that aren't looking for any little outlet not to play. Not as a rookie. Jeez. I hope he turns out to be great. I do. I hope this is something we are blowing out of proportion. Very likely could be. We'll know in 2 years. We'll know in 3 years for sure. But to me, that's just something in the draft process and the scouting process you have to seek out in day one, is knowing how bad these guys want it. Standing on the sideline saying, I would have liked to be out there with the boys, but I ain't signed those papers yet. You don't want it. Period. Nonetheless, love y'all's thoughts. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.